But we have to have it. We can't seek it. We have to have it.
Yeah. But they are unhappy.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they don't understand.
And when they're unhappy, they make other people unhappy.
Absolutely.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing they say about recession.
Yeah.
Recession.
Yeah.
One fellow says,
Yeah.
"Oh, there is recession. There is no job. Nothing." And word spreads. Okay? And then everybody says, "Oh, it's bad time, bad time."
Yes, right.
And the bad time do arrive.
That's right. That's 100% right. Absolutely.
But you know this fellow, who wrote the book of Law of Success, Napoleon Hill?
Oh, he's good.
Yeah. So at the time of his time, there was depression.
1930s.
Yeah, 1930s. Yeah. Depression. So now, the president, who was the president at that time?
Whosoever. But the idea is this.
Whatever. And the president called him to the White House.
Really?
Yeah. He says, you always say that
things are good.
Positive thing.
How can you change the country now?
Yeah.
He said, bring your typewriter here. Tell me what to do. The first thing he said, from the radio, in those days there was radio. From the radio and newspaper, nobody should say anything bad about America.
That's true.
And everybody should say, good time coming, everything. And it turned around.
Yeah. It's good advice. It's true.
And it turned around the country.
If we can learn to do that for ourselves, it would be a whole different world in ourselves. We tell ourselves, I think happiness is nothing more than what we're talking here.
That's right.
It's our thoughts.
It's the thoughts, yeah.
I mean, in fact, everything is our thoughts. We create or we destroy with our own thoughts.
Yeah.
And what is love other than a thought?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you put thought of love here, then you have love. You put the thought of hate there, you have hate. It's that simple.
Many years back, there was a guy on the TV.
Yeah.
Mostly in the public channel. And he was talking about love. Love. You must be remembering that, right? He was an older guy, professor. And
are you talking about? I know who you mean.
Yeah.
I'll think of his name. I love him.
Yeah.
Wonderful guy from California.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Love is everything.
Oh yeah. He wrote a Bus 9 to he wrote a number of very good books. I'll think of his name. Leo Biscaglia.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's wonderful, wonderful. Yeah.
Just like love is everything.
Well, my thought is, love, yes, love, but how is happiness? In other words, my happiness has generated love. I don't think I could be the loving person I've become without being a happy person.
Yeah, love will give you happiness.
Well, but happiness will give you love too. So I don't know how to figure this one out.
Yeah.
Now I love your brother, but I really feel it's the happiness that makes me feel all that love. Because we're talking of same language.
At the same time, there is a commonality of thought.
Commonality of thought. That's true. But look, we don't have to believe everything the same. So not everything is commonality. Actually, most people, I accept people, whoever they are, or whatever their thinking is.
But you like the people who make you happy.
Do I like the people who make me happy?
Yeah.
I like everybody. Yeah. I'm serious.
And they all make you happy. That's why.
Well, nothing makes me happy. Nothing. I'm happy. If I waited for something to make me happy, then I become a thermometer, and that means that I can only get to a certain temperature if things come along to get me happy. No, I'm a thermostat. I adjust where I want to be, and then I don't worry about the other side.
Fantastic. Whatever. Explanation. Wonderful explanation.
Napoleon Hill, he was, of course.
He was great.
Yeah,
he was wonderful.
Yeah, he says there's a man here, on the windows, you're shopping windows and all that, he's looking and all that. And somebody comes, you win money and everything. And he walks away like that, and everybody gives him the way, And the people who are just shopping, they know they don't have the money. He's talking about a depression time, right?
Yeah. So
he says, say the man is very unhappy, okay? And I suppose I give him like $2,000.
Right.
He's the same man. He's the same man. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
he didn't get a good job.
That's right. That's
but
right.
only thing he got the money.
Yeah.
Face lights up.
Yeah, it's true.
He becomes happy suddenly.
Temporarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you give $20 to the boy.
Yeah.
$20 and make me very happy.
Well, you know what they say, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day.
Yeah.
If you give a man a fishing pole, you feed him for life.
Like
So if you teach people how to be, happy, that's all they really need. And and does happiness? In fact, there's an article. Today is Wednesday. Today's Thursday. There's an article in a paper yesterday about really you don't have to face your problems in life if you face your choices. I feel that we become helpless and we don't think about what choices we have. We always say, I can't do this, I can't, like Napoleon Hill will say, we're unlimited beings, we have so much power available to us through our choice, through our thought.
Yeah.
We can make good happen through our thinking, or we can make bad things happen. We can keep bad things longer by our thinking, or we can send them away and entertain something new. So I think we don't have to be wrapped up in our problems. Problems, again, is like being a thermometer. You say, oh, it's too hot. Well, you get up, you say, excuse me, it's a little hot in here. Could you raise the temperature or lower the temperature? That's a choice. But many people say, oh, I went to this person's house, it was too hot, I wasn't happy. You can be happy no matter what. It doesn't mean anything what's happening. It's how it goes back to the Greek philosophers, I think, understood this. They say, one person, Epictetus, said, it's not what happens, it's how you react to what happens. I think this is the whole message. How we respond is everything. There's nothing really bad. It's how we respond to it that makes it bad. Like somebody comes and they have some bad news, and then you yell at them.
This also you wrote to me.
Yeah,
all this whole
I don't
thing.
remember.
Everything was it.
Yeah.
It is not the event that matters. It's the view of the event that you take. These are the words.
Well, I'm impressed with his thirst for knowledge, because that I admire.
See, I remembered it very well. It's not the event that matters. It's the view of the event that you take that matters.
Well, sometimes I wonder, where's the peace in the world? It can be here. That's one of the things I admire about Gandhi. I think Gandhi showed us the peace that exists in the world. It's our job to carry that on. That's what I think. It's each person's job, their own decision. Say, okay, how much peace do I want the world to be peaceful, or do I want to be greedy and I want it all for me?
And the language has a great part to play.
Yeah.
When you're using the language, bad language, encouraging language, and that affects you.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
So, like for example, our gurus taught, the verbs are totally different. Say, for example, there's no food in the home.
Yeah.
So there's a positive word for that. Langar mastana. Mastana means in ecstasy. Instead of saying khatam ho gaya, that means finished. Don't bother to use finished. Don't use any negative language.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely
right. The food is not that good, and they have words for it. So for every negative thing, there's a positive word which should be used.